I'm calling on behalf of my partner. On the 5th of March, somebody used her card to purchase some items in Ilford, totaling $272.92. She called them on the 7th of March, and then on the 7th
called
of April...
who? The shop or the credit card company?
Called the bank.
Yep.
Yeah. On the 7th of April, they refunded the money, and then on the 11th of April, they took the money again, claiming that there was no fraud. We sent them an email detailing everything that transpired, that they had asked us to do. So we sent them the email, but we've had no response from them. My question is, where do we go from here?
Was it a credit card or a debit card, Henry?
Debit card.
Debit card, okay.
For my business account.
Okay. Then you will have to use the bank's internal complaints process, first of all. Which you're doing, but if it was on the 11th of April, if it was after the 11th of April, which is only 10 days ago that you sent the email saying, why have you taken the money back out again? Yeah, they're entitled to a bit longer to investigate and reply. Send them a chase, send them another chase, and if within 8 weeks you haven't heard from them, you can refer them to the Banking Ombudsman. And the Banking Ombudsman will look at it, and the bank will be required to explain why they think it wasn't fraud. And they're probably not going to be able to do that, in which case the Banking Ombudsman will order the bank to pay your partner the money back. If you don't get anywhere with the Banking Ombudsman, you can bring a claim in the small claims court for the £273 odd, saying it was taken from your account without your consent. The difficulty with that is going to be, and it's by no means insuperable because the Banking Ombudsman doesn't always get things right, but the difficulty is going to be that if the Banking Ombudsman hasn't found in your favour, it's probably because the bank does have some evidence to suggest it wasn't fraud. And if they do have that evidence, it's unlikely to go well in front of a small claims judge. But
on that particular day, she has witnesses who can testify that she was at work, her card was with her, she never went to Ilford. Wouldn't that stand for her?
Well,
as a...
Yeah, it'll help, but of course it doesn't prove it wasn't a genuine transaction. She could have given the... I'm only hypothesising here, Henry. She could have given the card to you to go and do it.
Okay.
That doesn't prove there hasn't been a fraud. It doesn't prove there has been a fraud. It just proves it wasn't her that took the money, her personally, or bought the goods personally.
Okay.
Plus, of course, we don't know whether it was an online transaction or an in-person transaction. If it was an online transaction, it could have been done from her office.
Yeah, I think they claimed somebody actually went and collected the items.
I see. Okay. Well, in that case, it helps. It helps, but it's not conclusive, is the answer.